Welcome back from that musical onslaught and chocolate pudding and mud wrestling and tongue lashing of, the anus and whatnot. Some nipple pinching and the purple nurples and bestiality.
Oh, ew. Okay, I'm going to talk about a book that I tried to read that I could not get all the way through. For all the lets out there, it's called 50 Shades of Grey, which you have probably been hearing about. It's known as mommy porn.
Really?
And
so it's like MILF porn?
Basically, yeah. Basically,
I
it's
thought
women
the chick
with
was
children.
a virgin.
In the book, she is a virgin when she meets Christian Grey.
Ooh.
And then she loses her virginity to him. They make love since, he likes to fuck, but he didn't want her to be fucked her first time, so they made love. But basically it's about her being a virgin and this powerful man who wants her to be his sex slave. And like I said, it's poorly written. It's written like a middle school little girl wrote it.
Wow, just like that.
Yeah.
Basically like some middle... I mean, you're not expecting William Shakespeare when you read an erotic novel.
Well, I'll put it this way.
Oh yes, thou must putteth my penis upon thy mouth and tongue, and swirl it around.
The book was originally copied basically off of Twilight. It was written on one of the fan
Twilight
sites.
Princess.
On Twilight, about the vampires, the sparkling vampires and the werewolves, all that shit. Well, basically, it was about Edward and Bella, but to keep from getting sued, she had to change the name from Masters of the Universe to the 50 Shades of Grey.
Masters of the Universe?
Yes.
What?
And she had to change the characters' names.
That.
And she had to change some stuff about them, like Christian Grey not being a vampire.
Power. What? Just because I unleashed my pork sword don't mean you can stop talking awkwardly.
I want everybody to be able to hear me.
Why? No one can hear me. Okay, no, everybody can hear me. No one listens. Strings. Okay. Continue. Ma'am?
Oh, that's about all I've got. But this book is on the list of bestsellers.
Spank me harder, I've been a bad boy.
It's on the list, and it amazes me.
You know what amazes me?
What?
Fucking magnets. Wait, we've been gone so long. I think we have entirely missed the fucking magnets era.
Yeah, I think we have.
Is it too late to talk about that?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm down with that. I mean, I don't think I know how magnets work.
From my understanding, one part of it is negative, one part of it is positive, and the negative and positive is attracted to each other. And that's how they're magnetic. That's my understanding.
I don't care what Tina Turner says, or Whitney Houston, or Aretha Franklin. Mariah Carey. Opposites don't attract. I mean,
sometimes they do.
I mean, if you was a chick that was completely opposite me, I would chain you to the fucking stove. Like, shut the fuck up, put your makeup on in the fucking kitchen, and,
see, I'm a good little wife. I cook from scratch and stuff, and I can make homemade bread that's better from out of the store. I can make homemade cakes. I made homemade donuts before, like kind you get out of a donut shop. I'm a little Miss Susie homemaker.
Oh, I had like this fucking nightmare of a moment.
What?
Like we'd be living in the suburbs somewhere.
Oh,
if he was the complete opposite. And like I'd be mowing the lawn with this chiseled chin.
Fuck that shit. I do not want to live in the suburbs.
Fucking yogurt
I like living out in the country.
Yeah, fuck opposites. I mean, for some of y'all motherfuckers out there, that's straight. Y'all can do y'all shit. Do you the best you could do you. Well, would you fuck me?
I'll put it this way.
I'd fuck me hard.
Me and pork,
blah, blah,
we
blah,
are
blah, blah.
a lot the same in a lot of ways.
Said to have a penis.
But then also we have our differences, and our differences kind of completes the other one.
Yeah.
Like I'm more soft and soft-spoken and quiet and everything, and he is, you know, pork chop. He's really loud.
Sorry, I had to do that. Shit.
But most
right
of the
now
time,
I've got a fucking wolf
opposites
neck.
does not attract.
I ain't cut my hair in I don't know how long. It's getting all types of wolfy and whatnot.
I haven't cut my hair in a long time either. My hair's down the middle of my my back.
You're a black ass.
Down the middle of my back.
I mean, my hair. I really need. See, I like my hair edged. I used to have hair just like Twizzler, you know, with Jamie Fatcox and Peroxide Wild. You know, like on the spider legs up top. But you know how fucking hard it is to go into a salon and ask for spider legs? I can go into any fucking half-assed haircut shop and go, hey, I want a mohawk. Come on, let's go. Come on, ha. Bam. Mohawk in like 15 minutes. And you know, I'm thinking about getting it braided later on. You know, when it's long enough. I ain't seen Tech 9 doing that. I don't know. I thought about doing dreadlocks, but then you know, dreadlocks and yeah.
Well, you can wash dreadlocks, but you have to be very, very careful with them.
Yeah. After like what, 10 years of ICP having dreadlocks, I wouldn't want to smell their hair. I mean, Violent J's hair was like what, down to his like knees at one point.
It's really long.
Yeah, I remember like when the Wraith Shangri-La, no, it was Hell's Pit was coming out. Violent J started growing his hair long during the Dark Lotus era. And, you know, it had like long blonde hair. Then all of a sudden he cut it off, and I was like, oh, cool, Violent J's gonna have dreadlocks again. That's so cute, you guys. I mean, I thought that was dope. But there's only 2 albums that ICB ever put out that absolutely scared the fuck out of me. It was the first Dark Lotus CD. You know, both ABK and Mars. I'll get them right eventually. And, you know, like, there was this whole speculation they put Necronomicon chants in it, and I was like, whoa, fuck that shit. You know, weird shit started happening and all this shit. I was like, I ain't listening to this shit, motherfucker. No. Scared me. And Hell's Pit, of course, you know, that was during the cult era of Juggalos, you know, before... when we was considered a cult before we considered a gang. Why can't we go back to being a cult? I mean, come on. You know, maybe it wasn't the first 6 Joker cards at the end of Time will consume us all. Maybe it was the second 6. Anybody ever thought of that?
All I gotta say is the way the world's going to shit, it might be the second set.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Apparently it's the second set of 6 Joker cards that will end this all. So, next time we go to the gathering, set up in that line in front of the main stage around, you know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And they'll pass around this dagger. It's called the Juggalo Dagger, right? For anybody who's never been to the gathering. And what you do is you stab yourself and say, Juggalo be with you. And you pass it to the next ninja beside you. And they stab theirself and say, Juggalo be with you. And then they pass it on. And then everybody gets, you know, hepatitis, AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea.
Oh, they've already gotten all that in leg hepatitis.
Yeah, that's where leg hepatitis comes from. See, after they stab themselves with all the STDs and diabetes and you know, bath salts and whatnot.
What the fuck?
Everybody's bleeding as fuck. So they have to go to some refuge, some water. And not everybody can stand under the mist tent, so they go into leg hepatitis.
Oh, God.
And bathe themselves to rid themselves of the blood stains off their fresh ass white jersey. And
I'm about to die.
and that's where leg hepatitis got its name. Because apparently the only disease that will survive in leg hepatitis is indeed AIDS. What the fuck? But after, you know, A month or two after the gathering of the Juggalos, the hepatitis seeps down into the soil where it is hardly rested and becomes dormant until the next gathering.
And then it starts back up again.
Yeah, see, that's where it comes from. See, Shaggy lost his hatchet man deep down in the dirt in Lake Hepatitis.
That really did happen.
See, then all the Juggalos, they go down there and they wrestle up the dirt and stir up the hepatitis in Lake Hepatitis, and all the fish die once again. And now you know, Juggalos, and knowing is half the battle. Fuck you, asshole! We have been talking for way too long.
Yes, we have.
I could talk about, another 30 minutes by myself.
I know you could.
Motherfucker, I love to hear myself. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Listen to this music and shit. How about you just go ahead and fuck off? Get that Johnson & Johnson massage oil right beside you. Oh, I'm gonna have sex now.